Alright, this is a full moon, uh, super moon, and a strawberry moon for Capricorn. This month, the full moon is actually in your sign of Capricorn. As you know, with your own sign, you either feel like the father figure, you kind of want to be a provider for your family. So maybe you kind of are soft on your kids and like allow them to get what they need for whatever reason. Because you want to be a good parent, you want to provide for them, and you want them to have good influences and stuff in their lives, so it inspires them to do well. Also, your card is kind of the devil, so there might be some manifestations or things that you wanted that relatively go on sale, or you're at the right place at the right time under the supermoon. So like if you wanted something for a long time and it's a little expensive, it might be on the clearance rack, or it might come to you with relative ease, like one of your friends could gift you it for whatever reason. But yeah, under this moon, it's kind of the super moon, full moon, and the strawberry moon. So with the strawberry moon, it's like the sweetness of victory. So that's kind of what this is. So you might get a few little surprises that I'm not picking up right now in the reading, but you might get a few things that come to you with relative ease. Maybe it's a solution to your problem or an idea or something to that effect, but it might come to you relatively easier than it has in the past. So I would take advantage of the supermoon to make sure everything's kind of resolved. I feel like that's kind of what this moon is about. It's kind of introspection that helps you along your way as far as life journeys are concerned. And the cycle for this year. This is the last super moon of the year too, so I wouldn't squander it for sure. I would make sure that I do as much things as I can and try to resolve as much as I can. So then it doesn't go on until the next year, it's kind of a big thing. Anyway, let's see. Your first card is going to be how to expand your ambitions. We have the Hanged Man, which is health. So change not fully recognized, a lull before the storm, a question between heaven and earth, a regeneration, or a disinterrogation of spirit. So you might be a little bit in self-suspension. Sometimes a decision to sacrifice one's goals or family is an actual choice in this case, or an improvement to something that wasn't so good before. So you're going to figure out what you want, and it's going to come to you relatively easily, especially with the Hangman. The Hangman usually is in suspension. It's waiting for something to happen, or it's waiting for the answer to the problem. I feel like it's going to happen, but it's going to be a minute. It could happen overnight or within a matter of seconds. So you'll get the information you need relatively easier than you would have any other time, okay? So let's see. What have you achieved so far? We have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is strife and logic, so balance in a conflict, alternatively a friendship or harmony. Okay, so stalemate or truce. So it could be with your choices, your family, a friend, a situation, a job thing, or a personal thing that you come to a agreement with. Could be agreement with self, it could be agreement with a third person or second party or whatever. But it's something that needs to be resolved, okay? And I don't feel like you have a choice. I feel like it needs to be resolved because it's been going on for a while. You don't have to like the situation that it's in, but you do have to resolve it any way you can, okay? If it's with bad blood, then it's going to be with bad blood. If it's going to be with recognition of the truth or recognition of an, an, an inevitable end, then you're going to have to come into terms with that. You know, it's a weird scenario, but I feel like there has to be some type of solution or resolution to your situation, okay? It's either you take it or you leave it, but at this moment in time, I feel like it has to be resolved, okay? So, we have what realities must you face? We have the Lovers in reverse. The Lovers in reverse is love and choice, an ability to overcome trials, meanness, frustration, hate, jealousy, someone else butting into a relationship, destroying it, untrustworthiness, and divorce. So there could be a third party here, there could be a divorce, there could be a point where somebody was selfish enough to kind of go outside of the relationship and find something else. I feel like there's a lot of unresolved feelings here, and I feel like it's really playing to your insecurities, okay? So you're going to have to come to terms with that too. You might have to speak your piece and then go on about your business, but it has to be resolved now, because the supermoon is the only time where things are going to get resolved fully and you can move on. Okay, I feel like it's going to be a hard path, but I feel like it needs to be resolved, and you had to come to terms with it, and you had to understand why things happened the way they did. Maybe this person wasn't right for you, maybe this person had a wandering eye, maybe you didn't want to deal with their crap all the time. But there was a point where everything just kind of spiraled out of control to the point of divorce or breaking up or the end of a cycle. Okay, so you might be breaking patterns too. So it just might be the end. Okay, so that's something, you know. It might not be the thing that you wanted to happen, but it's gonna happen, okay? Just come to terms with it. I feel like it's a long, stressful situation, and I feel once it's resolved, you might be single, but you don't have to deal with other people's crap. You can just resolve, heal, do what you want to do, and grow from it, you know? And then maybe once you're okay again, you attract somebody else, or you get a new relationship, or you get something even better for a relationship, or for who you are as a person and what you can handle and what you can't handle, and stresses and things that kind of throw you for a loop in relationships. I know a lot of people that don't go for relationships because it's too complicated, or a lot of people are selfish in what they do, what they say, and what they want, or what they expect out of a relationship. They expect people to heal them or take care of them or this shit. And they're not giving the same type of cooperation towards you or somebody else, you know. Or maybe your kids, you know, that type of thing. But it's kind of that segment that kind of separates what you expect versus who you're dating and stuff. Like, if you were to say what your boundaries are, what you expect out of the relationship, and kind of what you need out of a relationship, I feel like it would go a lot smoother, okay? Like, some people are overachievers. They're, you know, they're breadwinners, so they want their spouse to kind of have a job, but kind of get home earlier than them so they can cook dinner and maybe clean the house a little bit or do a load of laundry. But you kind of have to say what you want, you know? If you want your spouse to do the laundry every Monday and then you'll do it every Friday, then that's fine. But, you know, you kind of have to say that at the beginning of the relationship so they know what to expect and what you expect out of a relationship, because your love languages are very different. Some people like points of service, which would be doing the laundry or picking the kids up at school or whatever. And other people like shows of affection, like gifts and other stuff, and, you know, just stuff that would show appreciation. Like, they want the, you know, temple shrine type of deal, you know, where they get a lot of presents one week because of certain issues in their life, so it takes stress off them, you know. But you kind of have to say something, you know. You can't just think it goes through osmosis or people can read your mind. It's kind of had to tell them what you expect. Alright, then we have the last card with what restricts you. We have the World. So shortcomings, falling short of a goal, disappointment. So there's a lot of disappointment here, I feel. I feel like you didn't really expect this to happen, but it happened anyway. And now you're just kind of trying to figure out what you did wrong and what happened. But I feel like nothing really went wrong. I just feel like somebody just, wanted something else. And people do that. You can't really tie people down. If they want to leave, they leave. But you have to be alright with yourself in order to handle a lot of things in your life. You can't always expect somebody else to fix it, or expect somebody else to be as charismatic as you in certain situations. You have to tell people what you expect and where you come from and what exactly happened in your life, where you need somebody else to fix certain things, or that you can't handle certain things because of this, this, and this. Even if they're not with you in a relationship, people will kind of be like, oh yeah, I have to help her with this, or I have to help him with this, because, this and this happened in their life, and they don't trust it. But, it's that type of thing. Friends can be a relationship, family can be a relationship, and, people you're dating could be a relationship. It doesn't have to be a relationship that's dedicated to the day you die. It could just be somebody that checks in with you to make sure everything's working right, or you're okay, and you have emotional support. But there's so many different relationships out there. You don't have to be, the fence in the fancy car or whatever, or the dedicated wedding or whatever the case may be. You can make your own stuff. You can do your own thing. And if it just so happens that you get married and, whatever happens, happens. But you have to be aware of what can and can't happen, and certain fears you might have. If you have a fear of, like, somebody falling out of love with you, it'll happen, because you're carrying that energy with you. If you have the energy of, this and this will happen, it'll happen. But if you have a dedicated energy of, I can do this myself, people are like, I want to see that happen, and they'll stick around to see you achieve things. You do this for yourself. You make things happen that are impossible. People want to stick around because they want to see that happen. They want to see you override your fears, become your own person, run your own business, that type of thing, because they're inspired by people that do things, even if they don't say it. You have to change your energy in order to attract and manifest things. Okay? Anyway, we have procrastination and fear of change. So you're going to have to override this and see your own brilliance through the, window or the mirror, or the fact that you achieve things every day that you don't realize are big deals to somebody else. Okay? You might be relying on somebody else that can't do the same things you can, But if you're self-sufficient, you will attract people that are self-sufficient, that see that as a strong, thing to do with your life, and see you as a very strong person. And they will want to stick around to see what you do next, So you just had to change your energy in order to attract what you need out of life, okay? Anyway, Capricorn, hopefully this helped you out. Take advantage of the supermoon, because I feel like it's a healing energy for you. It might also give you more of a perspective, or an optimistic perspective, that, kind of get you out of your rut, or your constant, procrastination, or your constant fear. I know it's hard, but I feel like it might help if you just change your energy a little bit. You get more self-confident in what you can do, and you know, you'll attract people that have the same aspirations as you know, and they want to see you succeed. You want to attract those type of people instead of wasting your energy on the less fortunate. I feel like Capricorns do that because they want to take care of everybody, but I feel like you can't do that. You have to strive forward so you can attract, you know, the same type of energy to you. Okay? Anyway, this is where I leave you. As I always say, life is a journey, and sometimes you need to be your own best friend and succeed for your own peace of mind, okay? Anyway, thank you, Capricorn. Hopefully this helps you out in some way, shape, or form. I know I like to talk. You know, I talked your ear off for about 17 minutes already, so I'm going to leave you to think, to, you know, just figure out what your situation is and what you want to do and stuff like that. Okay? Just change your energy and you'll attract a lot of things. Some people don't want to change, as scary as you can get, but I feel like you can do this. You can achieve the unthinkable. You can do stuff you never thought you could. Alright? Anyway, I will see you in the next reading, alright? You take care of yourself and everybody, and try to attract some new energy. I feel like this is just the start, you know, it's not the finishing point. You don't have to worry about it. You'll attract somebody fine, you just have to be realistic. Change your energy a little bit to be a little bit more powerful. It doesn't have to be positive, it just has to be powerful. If you're constantly striving for your own self and your own career and you're self-absorbed, just for some reason or another, people like that. So just remember that. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next reading, alright? Later.